Good morning. This is my first product launch since being named CEO. I'm sure you didn't know that. I love Apple, and I am very excited. On Nanjing Road in Shanghai, it is absolutely iconic glass steel, our largest store in Asia. This is our first store in Hong Kong, the Genius Bar, and look at this. We also had a few people. We now have 6 stores in China, 57 in 11 countries. I'll give you a little bit of an update talking about Lion. It's the best computer operating system out, over 6 million. This is 80% more. It took Windows 7 about 20 weeks. Lion did this in 2 weeks. Announced the new MacBook Air. The MacBook Pro and the iMac, #1. The Mac outgrew the PC. This is incredible. Million users around the world. The Macs now are music. This is iTunes and iPod. It was only 10 years ago, iPod became the #1 music player. Share has been a period of time. We now have over 300 million iPods. It started about 8 years ago. It is the #1 music store, over 16 billion songs. Very happy with the music business. Next up is iPhone. I'm the #1 smartphone in the world, consistently rated #1, the iPhone #1 in customer satisfaction in the smartphone category. Phone has 5% share.
It was just a few months ago that we introduced iOS 5. Quickly recap what comes in iOS 5. It comes with more than 200 new user features, starting with notifications. You can get to it anytime just by swiping your finger down from the top, and you get all of your notifications. Playing a game, it just subtly comes up at the top. From the lock screen, you can just swipe across any of these. Next up is iMessage. iMessage is a new messaging service between iOS users, and it's reminders. Dry cleaning, make a dinner reservation. You can have location-based reminders. You can have simple reminders. Twitter integration. Twitter account, and now you don't have to sign in again. Photos. So now you can take a photo and tweet that photo right from there. You can tweet websites from Safari, videos from YouTube, locations for maps, and more. His newsstand, his camera. Really easy to. This new button appears that can optionally use the volume up button. You can add optional grid lines, pinch to zoom. You can put your finger down and camera made simple on the iPhone. Once you've taken your photos, Game Center. More than 67 million people signed up. Next up, Safari. Number of things. One is Reader button. This works great on the iPad. It's fantastic on the iPhone. Just add it to the reading list. It's tab browsing. Added full tab browsing to the iPad. Next up is Mail. We've added rich text formatting. So control the indentation, drag addresses, flag messages, in addition to searching the one where you can just swipe to get to the inbox. Next up is PC free. Now, no need for a computer. Support for wireless updates. iOS 5 will support the iPhone 3GS and the iPhone 4, the iPad, the iPad 2, and the 3rd and 4th generation iPod Touch.
New iPhone 4S. Of course it starts with the Retina display. Of course it's glass in the front and back. It has a new chip inside. This is an Apple design chip, dual-core processor, performance that's up to twice as fast. It's also dual-core graphics, up to 7 times faster than they were in the previous iPhone.
Today we're going to show you visuals like you've never seen before on a handheld device. In fact, we're going to show you some graphics techniques that aren't even seen on high-end gaming consoles.
The performance you're going to get out of the brand new iPhone 4S with this A5 chip. 8 hours of 3G talk time, 14 hours of 2G talk time, 6 hours of browsing your network, 9 hours on Wi-Fi, 10 hours watching video, 40 hours of listening to music. Intelligently switch between the 2 antennas for both transmit and receive to make even better call quality. So that's the new antenna system. You can now download data to twice as faster in real-world use. The camera system. Sensor, an 8-megapixel sensor. This lets you take photos that are 3264 by 2448. That's 60% more pixels, 73% more light per faster too, a third faster at taking that picture. Sensor, we place a hybrid IR filter, more accurate colors, and more uniform colors across your whole picture from edge to edge. Our system is the optics. Per picture, 30% sharper, f2.4. Advanced face detection algorithm. Takes super fast photos. Longer, get that second picture on the iPhone 4S. Video recording. Time is now 1080p HD video. Like real-time video image stabilization. Real-time, by doing temporal noise reduction. That is AirPlay. Your music wirelessly from your iPhone to any ability to do AirPlay mirroring. And if you don't have an Apple TV plugged in, maybe you're going to a friend's house. So that's the iPhone 4S. It's the best iPhone yet. Our voice, feature in the iPhone 4S we call Siri, is your intelligent assistant.
I'm really excited to show you Siri. What is the weather like today?
Here's the forecast for today.
It is that easy. What is the hourly forecast?
Here's the weather for today.
Again, different words. Do I need a raincoat today?
It sure looks like rain today.
What time is it in Paris?
The time in Paris, France is 8:16 p.m.
Wake me up tomorrow at 6 a.m.
Okay, I set it for 6 a.m.
It's that easy. How is the NASDAQ doing today?
NASDAQ Composite is down right now at 2,321.70.
Find me a great Greek restaurant in Palo Alto.
I found 14 Greek restaurants. 5 of them are in Palo Alto. I've sorted them by rating.
Give me directions to Hoover Tower.
Here are directions to Hoover Tower.
Read my message.
New message from Phil Schiller. When can we have lunch?
Do I have any meetings Friday at noon?
You don't have anything on your calendar for this Friday at 12 p.m.
Reply, I can do Friday.
Here's your reply to Phil Schiller. Ready to send it?
So I'll go ahead and respond.
Okay, I'll send your message.
Schedule lunch on Friday at noon with Phil Schiller.
Okay, I set up your meeting with Phil Schiller for this Friday. Are you ready for me to schedule it?
Go ahead and confirm that.
Okay, I scheduled your meeting with Phil Schiller for this Friday.
Remind me to call my wife when I leave work.
Here's your reminder for when you leave work. Shall I create it?
Sure, let's confirm that.
Okay, I'll remind you.
Search Wikipedia for Neil Armstrong.
Searching for Neil Armstrong.
How many dollars is 45 euros?
Let me check on that. This might answer your question.
How many days are there until Christmas?
Let me check on that. I found this for you.
Who are you?
I am a humble personal assistant.
And that is Siri.
Siri also does dictation, your natural language. It understands context of the thing. Support for English, French, and German. It's in black and white. 16 gigabytes for $199. Still have the best phones at a number of price points. Will now be available in black and white in one configuration. 8 gigabytes, which is available with 8 gigabytes free. On the 7th, just this Friday, it will be available in a week on October 14th, a week from Friday. We'll see it come out in the United States, Canada, Australia, the UK, France, Germany, and Japan. 28th, we'll reach about 22 more countries, starting to move. And all told, this will be the fastest rollout we've ever had for an iPhone. And that's the iPhone 4S.
So incredibly proud of this company and all of the teams that work so hard to bring all of the innovations that you've seen today to reality. I want to thank you for joining us this morning, the members of the press and our special guest. Thank you very much.